Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show with Mike and T-Roy. Hello, T.
Hey, buddy.
How are you?
I am all right, man.
Yeah.
I got to tell you, I'm frustrated, though.
Why?
Say it was...
With me?
No.
Oh,
no.
geez,
Actually, no.
that's a
You're
first.
You are off the hook on this
That
one, man.
is a goddamn first.
Yeah.
Who are you frustrated with now?
Fucking Ticketmaster.
What'd they do to you this time?
I don't know. I just got shut the fuck out today. Tool announced tour. I've been waiting on it. It's been coming. We knew there was a fall tour coming.
Canceled during the pandemic ones?
Nope. Just the big announcement, new fall tour coming, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
They finally announced the dates today. Not Detroit. And
What?
not anywhere even real close.
No Chicago, no Ohio, anything like that?
No, like Minneapolis, Boston, like some shit like that. Even some
Wow.
real stuff.
They're pulling a Pearl Jam.
Kind of. So, and that was fine. But the tickets didn't go on sale. That was just the announcement. But that was already my frustration. So then Queens of the Stone Age is coming to Freedom Hill. It's a nice small venue, which is kind of fucking dope, right?
Yeah, that's great.
I had a pre-sale for that today.
Shut out?
I just got Circles of Death. I got, sorry, it's not you, it's us. You look like a bot. Like all these fucking errors, no matter what I did, I fucked with it for an hour.
Why didn't you call me and see if I could get in?
Because I didn't really give a shit that much. And I was more, it's just frustrating. So after that, I was like, fuck those guys. I don't give a shit. I'm not buying those tickets. Fuck them.
How much were they?
Up close was like $80,
that's not bad.
lawn's 40, and everywhere in between. So, not bad. And, it's a great show. But then, there's a comedian, Matt Rife, who's a young kid that's blowing up right now, really blowing up.
Okay.
And so he had just announced a world tour, and Sky, my daughter, loves him. So I had seen last night that his tickets were going on sale. All of his tickets are going on sale today, a pre-sale. But on his site, he put out the pre-sale code.
Okay.
So everyone had the pre-sale code, as opposed to you get certain access
for being such a
fucking
fan or customer
or whatever,
part of the fan club,
or American Express
City
member
card.
or whatever. Even Verizon, I was getting for being a Verizon member, I got certain perks for things.
Sure.
But just everybody had it. So then I went on there. Now it was late. They went on sale at 10 o'clock. So it was 12 by the time I went on there. I was like, fuck it. Now, this show is in February, I think, next year.
Where is he playing?
Fillmore.
Okay.
It's a nice venue.
Yeah, great venue.
But I jumped on there, and it showed me that I was at least 2,000 people back in the queue.
Oof.
And even
Place
that
only holds 2,000.
Took me, fucking 20 minutes to get even into the queue. It kept kicking me out, kept giving me all this bullshit, kept saying oh, what's going on? Looks like you're about, dude, fuck you. I'm a verified motherfucker. Why are you fucking with me?
When are you going to start using this show and start reaching out to these venues for media holds?
Whatever.
Maybe
Maybe not. Whatever, because I'm still just a fan, and I like doing that stuff for the most part, but I fucking hate Ticketmaster. Yeah. And it's getting worse and worse and worse. So anyways, I sat there and I just had it in the queue, and I'm watching my thing go, because it kind of has the timeline. It shows you where you're at in the queue, right? Uh-huh. And you can see as you're getting closer to this side, normally the numbers are going down. I'm 80% across the line and still telling me I'm 2,000 people back. Oof. I'm like, what the fuck? And then all of a sudden it goes 1,800, 1,600, 1,000, 800, and I'm like, okay, it's sold. Let's finally get up there, and they're like, general tickets go on sale Thursday. Sold out. I was like, this fucking thing.
What is the deal with this? All these pre-sales seems like a good idea.
It does.
Again,
and
the road
whatever.
to hell, man.
Just think about the buzz that generated for this guy,
that's fine, but it's happening for every show that people want to go to.
Yes and no. Part of that was,
can you be just a fan anymore and go, hey, I want to go see this band. I'm not a fan club member.
No.
You're screwed.
No. You might get, there might be 10% of the tickets that'll actually be sold, depending on the show. Stuff that sells out immediately, no fucking way. Maybe 10% of the people will be lucky enough to get on there early enough to get in line and get it. The rest of it are all going to go to scalpers.
Yeah. I remember the Pearl Jam one. I was a 10,
and now there's
10 club. I think it was 10 was the name of their fan club.
Yeah.
And it was oh, just being a fan club member wasn't good enough. It's like, how long have you been a fan club member? Mm-hmm. It's like, oh, so even though I'm paying you $40 a year, whatever it was, to be a fan, that still doesn't even guarantee me tickets in my city.
Right.
Like, even then, it's like, well, there's people that have been fans longer than you. Yeah. So they get even tickets.
The Tool one, I guess, I mean, I should have done a little more research. I didn't know, but I even joined the fan club a few days ago to make sure that I got.
Do you have to pay for that?
Yeah, it was like $60 for a year, and that, whatever. Listen, as long as I got on there and I got tickets, it's fine. I don't really care
for sure.
But they didn't. There's not even a Detroit. There's not even a Detroit date. So.
Wow. Would you? And that's a band you'd probably, even if it was close, you'd probably go.
I looked at some.
You'd
options.
go to Toledo, maybe even Chicago.
I would. I looked at, there is a
because the weekend in Chicago could be fun
for sure.
What sucks is a Tuesday night show.
No, there's a Saturday night show in Knoxville that I thought about, and then I've been really wanting to go down there because that's where the caverns are. There's that underground venue down there, so I looked it up, and it still will be booked more, but it's not booked that far in advance yet, or that deep out. So the closest show is the weekend prior at the Caverns, but it's O'Teal and Friends, like a Dead Company. Steve Kimmick and a bunch of other guys like doing Dead shit.
Yeah.
O'Teal plays in Dead Company. He's the bassist now.
Okay.
But so that'd be a cool show, but that's the Saturday before. So I'm not going to be there for a fucking week.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, this is supposed to be the week this is the week I was supposed to be in Colorado at Red Rock.
Oh, for Red Rock. I was just going to bring up Red Rocks.
This was the week I was supposed to be out there for that, but I canceled it.
Yeah.
But so I looked at that, and then there's another one like Idaho Falls. It's like 2 hours from Sun Valley where Bubba's at. Like I could go out there, maybe play a little golf, stay a few days, but I got to look into flights into Boise or wherever the hell, Salt Lake City, whatever's the easiest way to fly in there or whatever. Right. So it's not a total no, but I got to figure it out too because tickets go on sale tomorrow, I think. Yeah. Like they announce it today, and then tomorrow the tickets go on sale, and after that it's over.
Don't most big bands, even when they announce a U.S. tour and they, then there'll be a European tour, a world tour, whatever. A lot of times they circle back and go,
they still may. Yeah, so they'll do a second leg. They still
definitely do that. I'd be shocked if they didn't come to
But they were also just here, too. So this might kind of be that second leg of that they toured last year. So I don't know. We'll see. But so all in all, it was a fairly frustrating day.
Are they coming to the Bay Area? Because you and Tooch have to do our annual trip at some point.
Yeah.
Because we've got free lodging.
Yeah.
We could go there and then go see, go to Levi Stadium or something, and or the Chase Center.
They were going through like Canada and stuff. I don't think there was too much West Coast stuff.
Aren't they from the West Coast?
Yeah, they're from LA, but whatever. They have fans everywhere.
Yeah.
But whatever. Enough of my whining.
No, I get it, dude. I get it. I'm glad I'm kind of out of that game. It's got to be a really special show.
There is a Sacramento show, October 6th.
Yeah, there you go. Mm-hmm. That's not far. That's an hour and a half.
Right before, and then the Indio. That's the
Indio is south.
That's like a festival. Mm-hmm. They're doing whatever.
Yeah, fuck that. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
no.
Not interested in a 3-day festival.
Where the hell's Loveland? Is that in California? Loveland?
Maybe.
But yeah, that's October.
I mean, California is like 4 states in one, so I mean, it can.
But
they're
doing like
driving
weird...
to Kentucky for a show,
Nampa, Idaho Falls. Where the fuck is Nampa?
Nampa? It's got to be near Tampa.
No, it's the Black Tampa. It's the N word. Spokane, Eugene, Winnipeg, Calgary. They're going through Canada.
All right.
Milwaukee, Knoxville, Charleston. Thought about Charleston, calling in a little favor too. I got excited about that. I was like, ooh, talk to Ryan. Maybe I can get him to fly me down there.
Yeah,
stay with them.
Jet.
Yeah,
sure.
well, let's talk this out. Oh yeah, it's Charleston, West Virginia. Fuck. My bad.
You're not going to South Carolina at all?
Nope.
Yeah, we could stay at his lake place. I'll say he'd let us stay there. He's got a nice lake property not far from his house.
Yep. So disappointing all the way around.
Yeah.
Struck out on all levels today.
Yeah, there's hardly a day goes by that you're not looking at who's coming to town for
stay abreast of current events.
Yeah, you really do. Mm-hmm. You really do. I just never did.
You got to be out in front of that stuff. I just saw actually Shane Gillis coming to the Masonic, I think.
Okay.
Something like that. His tickets, I got a pre-sale for him. His tickets go on sale next couple of days.
Yeah, well,
like that.
you're still able to see comedians at a relatively inexpensive price. You know,
Yeah.
you're not going to see Gillis for $500 a ticket.
No,
so.
no, generally not. But you start getting into these guys at the Fox or the Masonic or the Fillmore.
Yeah, it's going to be $50, but
yeah, it might be more than that.
Really,
We'll see. I don't know. It doesn't give you ticket prices yet, but we'll see.
Which is just a money grab because it's not like they have 5 band members they're paying and a whole stage set up and a lighting package and I mean for the most part
they got an opener.
It's a curtain and a fucking mic stand.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's I don't know. Crazy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's gonna piss me off just as much. So if there's like a big show coming to town, and I can't get tickets for it, that's gonna piss me off.
Yep. I mean, that's the sad
I'm getting so discouraged though. It's like I'm not even gonna look it up. Like, oh, GNR's coming back again. Great, saw him. Not doing it again. I'm not waiting on a queue and watching the Circle of Death. That will literally drive me insane.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm just not doing it.
Yeah.
So
highly frustrating.
Yeah. Again, it would have to be a really someone that I'd be dying to see. I'd like to see Pearl Jam again, Motley for nostalgic reasons.
Yeah,
but,
you can see them lip sync.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, wish he was lip syncing.
But I've seen those bands in really good seats and in their prime. Like now Motley Crue's 65 years old. Like no.
And everything I've seen, he sounds like shit.
Yeah, Vince does sound like shit.
Garbage.
And it's funny because the fans all know it. Mm-hmm. It's like, you know what? This is my band growing up. I get it. But they beat the dog shit out of Vince Neil.
Yeah.
They do. The fans are the hardest on him. You think people that don't like Motley Crue are bad, ragging on Vince?
I watched that with Ozzy. Watch him because I used to go to Ozfest every year.
Yeah.
And I just sort of watched that progression down. Of
really? Do you think Ozzy fell off that much?
Quite a bit. Towards the end there, it was...
He still has such a unique voice. I didn't appreciate it when I was younger because I went to like the Ultimate Sin tour.
Yeah.
Maybe saw him Bark at the Moon, maybe. But definitely Ultimate Sin and a couple others and definitely Ozfest with Black Sabbath.
Mm-hmm. I saw him Sabbath a few times and then what are the other ones he was playing? I never saw him back in the day, but I saw him with like Zach Wilde, I think, was playing with him.
Yeah.
Which was dope, but...
hell yeah.
Ozfest was always a good time.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember...
Back when festivals used to,
would that have
travel.
been a young Tool on a tour like
they
that?
No, they did the Lollapalooza and stuff. They didn't really... They never did the Ozfest. Who else did I see? I saw...
I'm trying to remember who was on those Ozfests, because I definitely went to a couple of them.
Yeah, wow.
And I just don't remember.
Well, Marilyn Manson, I can remember.
Marilyn Manson.
That's one when I really saw. I was like, damn.
I want to say there was
good.
Oh, you know what? Maybe Papa Roach and 6 a.m. I think we're on one, or maybe that was Motley Crue's fest.
Maybe.
But Papa Roach, maybe.
Like the Lincoln Parks and things like that. Maybe.
Yeah, Lincoln Park would be cool.
That's funny that I actually can't remember who the fuck was ever there.
Yeah, well, that's no shock that I can't, but you.
Yeah, well,
that's a problem.
No,
every once in a while I pull.
My man.
Every once in a while, I'll pull out my stack of ticket stubs and just be like, "Oh, I can't believe I saw that tour!
Yeah.
Wow, I saw Aerosmith in '93. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
I saw Aerosmith in '89. Wow, I had no idea. Like,
I got a shoebox up
shocked.
there, same thing.
Yeah.
Going through like, nope. I don't even remember.
I went backstage at Rusted Root.
Why the fuck did I? Why did I go to Lilith Fair?
Yeah. Some broad wanted you to take her to Lilith Fair. And
probably.
There you are. Mm-hmm. Bitch Fest or whatever. Who was the other one that did Cocaine, that song? What the hell was their name? Kind of along the lines of a Papa Roach.
Oh, I was thinking like Cocaine. Isn't that Clapton?
Not Clapton's version.
Okay.
Crazy Bitch, they did. Remember that song?
Yeah, isn't that one of your shitty Blink 182s or whatever?
No. It was shit. People are screaming at their fucking phones right now. Yeah. Relax.
If you know it, shame on you.
Yeah, I saw that tour too. No, they were good. I'm
sure.
Yeah. Few of them. Anyways, a lot going on in the world today, T.
Yeah.
Kind of a shock of the PGA Tour.
I heard they caved and, well, I want to know what happened here because Liv was dying on the vine.
I think the players want to know what happened here too.
Yeah, well, Liv was dying on the vine.
Yeah.
The ratings were shit.
Wait, people weren't watching on the CW?
Is that what they were even on?
Yes.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I didn't either until G told me this afternoon.
Yeah.
And then it was confirmed in one of the articles I was reading. I was like, no shit, they were on the CW.
Yeah, they were
I didn't even know they had a TV.
They were just streaming there at first.
On YouTube, yeah. Yeah. Jay Monahan, apparently the commissioner from the PGA Tour,
yeah.
just sold out. And these players are livid. They are not happy about this. And I don't know if they're really unhappy because they didn't take the money grab.
I don't understand. I mean, there's a lot of moving parts to this, right? So when Liv came in and strong-armed them, and then they had their little beef, you know. They took a lot of big-name players with them, a lot of big-name players.
Yeah. Dustin Johnson, Brooks Koepka. DeChambeau went.
Lefty, you know, Mickelson.
Yeah. Greg Norman was their
young
commissioner.
kid, Cam Smith, or Cam Young, one of the fucking Cams, whichever.
Smith. Yep. Who I like.
Yeah, definitely. And so, but PGA still had all the leverage. Right, they have the lineage, they have the heritage, they have, you know.
Yeah,
and it was
a 100+ year history.
I think the part of the problem was like their majors aren't run by the PGA. So the Masters, the PGA, the British Open, those are.
That's why those majors.
That's why those guys are able to play in it because they the ones that have already played or won already have those lifetime exemptions.
Yeah,
you know, if you ever win it, like Lefty. And Koepka, these guys, they have lifetime exemptions. They can play there, whatever. The PGA can't say shit about it.
Yeah, and that's Augusta, right?
Yeah, Augusta's the Masters.
Yeah,
and then the others, rotate around. That's the only one that stays where it is the Masters.
Yeah,
but Koepka, almost winning the Masters, right?
Came in second or whatever.
Came in second. Yeah, it was leading going into the final day and then lost.
And then won the Open.
Then won the PGA. Not that a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Like, okay, now their guys are coming in and winning. You know, they're not their tournaments, but they want them to be their tournaments.
Yeah.
So it's not a good look for them. Like, okay, so these guys really are the best players, and they're on their tour, not ours.
Yeah.
But that also forced, the PGA changed their payouts. They after
raised
Liv, they some of them they took like 10 events or whatever out of the year, like the waste management,
like
and some of these bigger ones.
$15 million purses.
Yeah, and they upped these purses by like double the money.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, some of these things you like first places. I mean, normally it's like between 1 and 1.5 for first place. Some are even less than that. Some are like 800,000. The smaller tournaments, things like that, which is it's good money. But they made some of these their premier events or whatever it was, and it's like $3.5 million to win it. Coming in 12th, you're still getting over $1 million or some shit like that. So Liv changed that for the PGA and PGA players, right? They knew that they had to change what they were doing, and that was sort of the gripe that people had was PGA's making all this money. Like it's way top heavy, the PGA, the money that they're making and keeping.
Well, it's a weird thing. Like the NFL has rookie league minimums and they've got veteran minimums, but everybody's getting paid. If you're out there, even practice squad guys are making $100,000 a year.
Right.
For the PGA, I think of as like NASCAR. It's one of those sports where you're on your own.
Wine?
Yeah. You're on your own. You put your team together, and you're traveling, most of these guys, by bus, right? There's the top 20 guys that are doing the net jets and all that kind of stuff. They're private jet guys all over the country. But most of these guys are getting their own sponsors, and they're driving, and they're camped for a week. And then you could play the first 2 days of a tournament, not make the cut, not make a penny, and fuck off.
And not make a dime.
Right. And so Liv comes in and says, shotgun, 54 holes, and everybody gets paid.
Yeah, no cuts.
Everybody takes all that pressure off. And now this doesn't really affect the top guys, but for the guys that are PGA Tour
but it's only there's only like 10 or 12 events in the whole season.
Or like 8.
They're 8 even, yeah. I think it started at 8 and they were planning on going to 12
right,
or what,
they
were going to expand it or whatever.
Yeah.
But I mean, these guys were making more money, guaranteed money. I mean, especially the payouts that these guys got, the signing bonuses. Like Lefty was fucking $300,000, $500,000, or whatever they paid him. I mean, or
million.
Yeah.
Dustin, for context, Dustin got Dustin Johnson.
Yeah.
He got
who was recently the number 1 player in the world.
$200 million.
Yeah.
And then he won their tournament, which paid out like $50 million, like the season.
Yeah,
tournament.
I would say my numbers were
and he won it.
Plus, winning those tournaments along the line got his payouts
$5 million each or whatever
of those,
it was.
Right.
So the guy cleared $300 million close to in a year.
Yeah.
And my brother was telling me, like, by the time the last tournament came around, he'd already wrapped up the season title. So he didn't even have to play in it, and he won $50 million.
Yep.
So for those guys that hung with the PGA and were like, no, the heritage is important, the history is important, we're happy making $6 million a year. This fucking clown goes over there he's in shorts, playing for, half a year and collects $250 million plus.
Yeah. I mean, Mickelson, who is, one of the greatest players ever.
He's 50 now.
He's fit, right. But I mean, and has had an illustrious career, has been one of the best players over the last 2-3 decades in golf.
Yeah. No doubt.
No doubt about it. He made more the day he signed the check to go to live than he made his entire career in the PGA.
Yeah.
If you think about that, in a day of the signing bonus that he got, the $200 million, $500 million, whatever it was, I forget.
Yeah, a couple $100 million.
Yeah, that he made more in that day than he made in his entire career combined in the PGA. How do you you can't even blame a guy for that. You want to talk about it's the Saudis, it's the crimes against humanity and shit, whatever.
First off, it's hard to feel bad for any of these guys. If you're making
Not at all.
$6 million a year, woe is you. Oh, you didn't get to make $200 million like dipshit did.
Yep.
Well,
playing a game.
I mean, it's just very hard to feel bad for any of these guys, honestly.
Yep.
But it's a different thing. Like the shotgun start is different with Live. So
it's 4 hours. Boom. That's
right,
it.
4 hours.
Not a whole
tee
day.
off at noon, and you're done at 4.
Yeah, there's guys that are off the course before the final groups tee off.
Right.
So I mean, you're talking about, and if you're out there at those events, like I've been to live golf, and it's a fucking marathon.
Yeah.
I mean, it just is. It's an all day sitting out in the sun.
Yeah.
To be able to go to one of these things and make it more like a football game, where you can go and it's 4 hours.
Yeah.
You can sit in one hole and watch everybody come by you. You know what I mean? Like, they flipped it on its head. It's a good way to go, and it made the PGA think.
Yeah.
And it made them change some things. So I'll be curious to what happens going forward here.
Yeah, how this comes together, how they merge this, because they're totally different golf styles.
Right.
Yeah. And a lot of people believe, with the murder of Jamal Khashoggi, the journalist, Washington Post journalist or whatever, and, the human rights abuses, I'm assuming Liv isn't interested in the LPGA.
Yeah, no, probably not.
Would be my guess.
Not big on
They're
that,
like,
I don't think.
yeah, leave the broads in America. Okay, we're not interested in them. This idea of the Middle East chucking homos off roofs and stuff, like there's plenty there, that people are not thrilled with.
No.
And, they call it sports washing. Like, oh, we'll get back in the good graces. It's like Bill Gates. Bill Gates is adored by millions. Why? Because he bought all the press. He knows that model, and it's like, oh, I can guarantee myself good press if I pay all their fucking salaries. They won't dare dig into me.
Yep.
I can hang out with Epstein if I want. So stuff like that. And so a lot of people feel like, okay, you're getting involved with oil money here, with people with human rights abuses that go back forever. They still think women are shit and gays are shit.
Yep.
And don't want anything to. So there's a lot of players that feel absolutely slapped in the face by this. Again, it's hard to be like, feel sorry for multimillionaires.
No, I don't feel sorry for any of them on any level whatsoever at all. It's just more interesting of what is going to happen now, how this transpired from the bad blood that was watching.
Sounds like a 10-minute meeting.
Watching Monahan, Jay Monahan, right? That was
yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Watching him eat shit when this first happened and be a fucking jilted girlfriend up there on the podiums. And these guys had lifetime bans from the PGA and shit. They were never allowed back.
They're going to have to reapply, so who knows?
No, okay, right, exactly. It would be great if they turned them down.
Can you imagine?
No, sorry, your ban still applies.
Everyone's allowed back in except Brooks.
That'd be all right with me.
Yeah, it's a weird thing, man, and it shows what money is capable of.
Yeah.
You know, because we talked about
Even
this.
wasn't there the DP tour? The fucking
yeah.
the
That's
two-hole
merged
tour?
too.
Yeah, is that just they play 2 holes? Is that all it is?
I don't even know what it is.
No?
Wasn't there the Nike tour? What is that?
I didn't get my DP joke, but whatever.
2 holes. Yeah, I got you.
Damn it,
But no. That's a good joke, and it's a real thing, though.
Yeah.
that
Yeah, it
is a
is.
real thing. The DP tour.
I know exactly.
It's
But
not
that was
double
in that
penetration,
merger. That
but-
was in the merger too.
Yeah,
But
it's
there's
part of
different
it.
levels of the Corn Ferry Tour. I don't know if that's what
Yep.
the DP is now because that's changed like names over the years.
Got to admit,
sort of
man, if
the
this was the
minor
NFL we
leagues.
were talking about, I'd have a much stronger discussion with you.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
I just don't follow it. I heard Corn Ferry for the first time earlier today.
Oh, really?
When G brought it up.
No shit.
Yeah, I
it's like
just
the
don't-
minors. Yeah.
I don't fucking care. I just don't care. It's one of those things where it's like, yeah, you can catch me, especially if Tiger's in it. You know, if Tiger's having a run. I loved his career. I didn't care that he fucked 200 broads. I would expect that from him.
Yeah.
I don't care that he cheated on his now $250 million ex-wife. Who cares? I don't
No.
care. But, you know, if you've got a good tournament going on, wake me up on Saturday. I'll pay attention. And
Moving day.
yeah, and then it's like, oh, Sunday, we got something interesting going on Sunday. Cool. And I always enjoy it when I tune in, but I can go weeks without ever tuning it in. The only time I know that golf exists half the time is when I turn on my TV and I can tell you were watching TV because it's on the Golf Channel. Or I go over to Tooch's and he's just got it like I used to have CNN on my TV.
Yeah.
It's burned into his fucking screen. Tooch always has the Golf Channel
No, it's
on.
Fox News.
Yeah, now it's more Fox News, but I don't even watch that anymore.
I know.
You know, but
It's all streaming these days.
yeah, dude, that's all I use is streaming. Honestly, I don't know why I have any of it. So yeah, some of the players are pissy about this. Monahan is remaining silent. Apparently, there's a Thursday. There's supposed to be a meeting with the players at the Canadian Open.
Okay.
So that should be where they hear more about it. Nonetheless, some of these players. Tell me why Jay Monahan basically got a promotion to CEO of all of golf in the world by going back on everything he said the past 2 years. Dylan Wu tweeted. Don't know who Dylan Wu is.
Me either, but
The hypocrisy. Wish golf worked like that. I guess money always wins, PGA Tour. So Mackenzie Hughes says, nothing like finding out through Twitter that we're merging with a tour that we said we'd never do that with. Colin Morikawa found out about the news on Twitter as well. So did Brooks Koepka and Phil Mickelson. Those guys are going to be thrilled. They're like, we just hung out for a year and a half with these live assholes, collected a couple $100 million each.
we get to come right back.
And
How was your boys' last year?
Yeah.
I came in last in Live Tour, and I made more
I
money
made
than
$50 million in
your
dead
FedEx
last.
Cup winner.
And I wore shorts.
Yep.
You know who else is crowing today as well? One Donald J. Trump
Oh,
called this right away. Said, "Take the money if you could get the money. Take the money because there's going to be a merger." My brother thought he was crazy. My brother's always thought Trump is crazy, but Trump was like, "Yeah, take the money. They're going to merge. It's going to happen." Blah blah blah. And he's already talking about how this is a great thing and blah blah blah.
All right.
I don't know. Whatever.
Well, he was hosting some of those Live events.
Yeah,
I think at 2 of his,
sure was.
his resorts were at Trump Resort, or the Live Tour was at 2 Trump resorts.
Yeah, and they pulled some tournaments from there too because he's Trump.
Oh,
I think they yanked
Trump
some
National,
of his.
yeah, it was.
Yeah, like they didn't want to host him there because half the country hates him, something like that.
Okay.
Whatever. Watching billionaires argue.
Yeah, isn't that funny?
It sure is.
Speaking of golf, the weather is flipped, so it's time for Zotford's Summer Savings Event. The warm weather brings hot deals and superior savings, making now the best time to take advantage of the deep discounts on the remaining 22s in stock. Plus, Zotford has 0% financing on tons of inventory, including Escapes, Edges, Explorers, Expeditions, and F-150s. Hey, how about this? Zotford is also bringing back their much-loved Sign and Drive lease. That's right, the Sign and Drive lease is back. For example, you can lease a 23 Explorer below $450 a month, Sign and Drive. 23 Bronco Sport below $480 a month, sign and drive, or an F-150 below $490 a month, and damn it, sign and drive. Last but not least, our friends at Zott Ford may not have the grammatical wisdom of me, but they do have the military trifecta, which means if you are active military, a veteran, or a first responder, Zott says thank you with an additional $1,000 in savings. So go check out all the details, plus their summer savings and incredible inventory at dealsinthed.com.
RadioFor1.com is our site. You can go there and check that out. You can get merch there. Amazon link, Amazon Canada. I use the Amazon link today. It's very, very easy. Just go to RadioFor1.com. Click on any one of those links. Groupon is there. MyPillow is there for MyPillow, or the My Store. Just use promo code TDC. And they've got like 80% off sales going right now.
Nice.
So if you were ever interested in MyPillow, my slippers, any of that stuff, the sheets, there's some great sales going on right now. Also, a link to our Patreon page. All of that can be found at RadioFor1.
Hey, speaking of which, we had an issue where I didn't have access down here for a little bit, and I think we may have missed a new member.
Okay.
We announced Mike Oriens yesterday, welcome aboard, but I think I missed Corey Smith, and I can't remember. Wasn't keeping track, so you might have got a double shot.
Could be getting a double.
You could be getting a double, and that's totally fine because it's our fault. That's my record keeping. But
he should let us know. He's already been mentioned.
Well,
I think it's on Corey to turn around and go, guys, you already gave me the mention.
Okay. Well, if this is the second, then you can email
then I'll take it back.
Yeah, and I will rescind immediately.
We will come back on here tomorrow. Don't think we fucking won't, Corey.
Yes.
And rescind that mention.
Smith, Corey Smith, whichever it is, because you got a little jumbled in here. One of you, either way, welcome aboard, sir. It's been a minute.
Oh, so help me. If this motherfucker's getting a double mention,
that's okay. Hey,
I will. We'll rescind it tomorrow. Honest to God. If someone out there knows whether Corey Smith has already gotten a mention,
I need a sighting on a day and a time. But I think based on the timelines here of when power went out and everything shit out down here, and
he's not paying you on the side to sneak in a double mention, is he?
Don't fucking worry about it. My business, not yours.
Yeah. If this could be T's side hustle. For all
I am available. I am for sale, boys and girls.
You start at the top of the list and just going all through it again, collecting $5 a pop on all of them. Son of a bitch. I got to tell you, T, I feel like there's been quite a bit of news, especially about a year ago and even a little further back, about UFOs.
I'm sorry, what?
UFOs.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What are they called now?
I have no idea what you're talking about. What? Do you mean a UAP?
UAPs, yeah. Unidentified aerial phenomenon?
Something like that. It's not even aerial, I don't think. It's whatever the fuck it.
I think it's aerial phenomenon.
Yeah, maybe it is aerial. I thought it was
something like that. Different asshole phenomenon?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Universal asshole phenomenon might be it.
Definitely.
Something like that. Anyways, it seems weird to me. Like, it used to just be the cover of Globe or, name the tabloid. It was like, oh, so-and-so got their asshole fingered and probed by an alien. And now...
Yeah, aerial. Yep, I have an aerial phenomenon.
Boom. I knew it was either aerial or asshole.
Yeah, one of the two.
I couldn't remember. But there's more and more credible people, whether they're military pilots or whatever, coming out and talking about this stuff. And it seems like everyone goes, and
all these unexplainable things.
Yeah, and it's like, wait a minute, why? Like, people have talked about aliens or alien craft forever. You got Area 51. They've made a whole industry out of it. And it seems like if they were ever able to come out and credible people, instead of, some hillbilly off his farm talking about it, him and his stupid fat wife talking about it, that if you had real people and it was like, yeah, this is real, we're not alone, this would be breaking fucking news. And the more these things come out, and it's getting closer and closer to like, this is real, okay? There are crafts out there that we don't know what they are. We don't know where they're from. They're not human.
Well,
and people are just kind of blowing it off. And there was an interview yesterday and with a guy who's apparently extremely credible by all accounts.
Yeah.
And he's saying David Charles Grush, 36 years old, served with the National Geospatial Intelligence Agency, you know him as the NGA, and the National Reconnaissance Office, NRO, made claims to Congress and the intelligence community inspector general The debrief reported, according to a 21 NRO performance report, Grush analyzed unidentified aerial phenomena reports and boosted congressional leadership intel gaps in understanding. Grush also helped create the FY 2023 National Defense Authorization Act. He claims partial fragments as well as complete vehicles of exotic origin, non-human intelligence, whether extraterrestrial or unknown origin, based on the vehicle morphologies and material science testing and the possession of unique atomic arrangements and radiological signatures, have been retrieved. It's a lot of big words.
Yep.
But what he's saying is we have
it.
We have
got 'em.
partial and full aircraft that is not human in our possession. Not to mention, they were like, well, what about aliens? And he's like, well, something was flying those, and they have pilots, and we have that too.
Okay.
Okay. And other people, top levels, are saying, yeah, he's super credible, by the way. So he's basically saying there are aircraft and aliens in our possession.
What was his name?
David Grush?
Yeah, he did not hang himself.
No. No.
When he comes up missing.
According to Carl E. Nell, and if we know anybody that's above reproach, it's Carl E. Nell.
Is head and shoulders above the rest.
And don't think Carl spells his fucking name like a homo with a C. Okay, this is
K.
a Carl with a K.
Yeah.
Okay? Carl E. Nell, formerly the Army's liaison. I don't need to tell you this. Obviously, you know this.
Yeah.
The Army's liaison for the UAP task force from 21 to 22, which was arguably the best year to be the liaison for that group. It was 21 to 22.
It was peak UAP time.
Absolutely. No doubt about it for Carl E. Nell. And he says, Grush, beyond reproach. That's from Carl E. Nell.
High praise.
Yeah.
High praise.
So take that for what it's worth. A number of well-placed current and former officials have shared detailed info with me regarding this alleged program, including insights into the history, governing documents, and the location where a craft was allegedly abandoned and recovered. However, it is a delicate matter getting this potentially explosive information into the right hands for validation. This is made harder by the fact that, rightly or wrongly, a number of potential sources do not trust the leadership of the All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office established by Congress. I guarantee you Carl E. Nell is one of those people.
Oh, definitely.
Doesn't trust
Without
him.
question.
Just does not trust him. It's everything we know about Carl E. Nell would tell you that.
I mean, I don't understand. I mean, with all of the intelligence and technology that we have, radar and everything else that's constantly scanning our skies.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, they shut the radar down half the time.
Is that what it is? They jam it?
They fucking jam it.
Jamming it? Is that what
Not
it is?
like Spaceballs jam either.
Okay.
They do. That the Tic Tacs and stuff, they're like, yeah, they just shut everything down.
What about like airports and shit? I mean, they have all their spaces. I mean, and it's all tracked. You can see all everything in the air around there. Why wouldn't these things show up?
I don't know.
And I can't believe.
I know Carl E. Nell could answer this question.
The questions I have is if they're so technologically advanced, let's just say that these are alien life forms with superior intelligence and technology.
Yeah.
Okay. Why would they even worry about jamming our shit? Why would they give a fuck?
Well, just because they're intelligent and they can get here doesn't mean they necessarily know exactly what our capabilities are.
Exactly right.
Just like if we went to their planet and started hovering around, we might want to jam some shit too. Just like,
how do you know what we have to even jam it? what frequencies we're using? What our technology is?
This is a question for Carl E. Nell.
Well, he needs to answer some questions.
Yeah.
I do have questions.
Oh, yeah.
Plenty.
Why do they never crash in a major metropolis? Why is it always in some fucking Area 51? Why is it always in some farmer's backyard or in some government private site that these things seem to crash? I mean, don't you think one of them would go off balance and wipe out in Metro Detroit?
I mean, if you were going around to check shit out, wouldn't you go where all the lights are? Instead of going around where it's pitch black, like there's nothing over there.
Well, unless you wanted to sneak up on people.
Why aren't they invisible?
You've traveled across the universe and then you lose your shit as you get close.
We see meteors coming from light years away. And
but meteors aren't jamming our radars.
I have so many questions.
Don't you think,
and
by
so
the
many
way,
doubts. Listen, I am in no way, shape, or form am I so fucking ignorant and arrogant that I think on some level we're the only intelligent life forms in the universe. Yeah. It's fucking moronic.
Yeah.
To think that somehow, because space is infinite, right? And we're traveling all over space. I mean, what's funny is that we're right. I mean, we could be that could be like driving around your neighborhood. On the planet Earth, like that's the equivalent of what it is. You know, driving down your street, thinking like, "Oh, look at the house down there is like the new star we just found." You know? There's a new There's a neighborhood next door that's another galaxy. You know. Meanwhile, on the other side of the world is
10 Earths.
Right. I don't know, man.
Yeah, it's crazy. I think at this point,
if that's the case, why the fuck? What are they doing here?
Like, if all the people of the world are now acknowledging, and it's not just fucking hillbilly farmer guy and his fat wife, it's intelligence agencies that are saying this. It's people that are whistleblowers coming out going, I was a part of this secret program. It's bullshit. That the public doesn't know about this. They should be aware. Like, all the stuff going to military sites, nuclear facilities. Like, they seem to have a pattern about where they go. Somewhere down in Baja, California, into Mexico, there's some place that they all seem to the ships were going. That's where they've been spotted a lot. Yeah. For whatever reason.
Which makes me think that this is top secret government shit that these pilots don't have credentials for.
I suppose it could be, but there's other.
Just because you fly a plane doesn't give you the you.
Yeah, but if you know that the technology on Earth does not exist to go from stop to start in the blink of a second, and go 80,000 feet, like that
they know,
that would rip a human body apart, though. Like, there's no fucking way we have the technology to go through water and travel miles in a second, or up 80,000 feet and down into the water.
Maybe there's not a person in it. Maybe
and there's no propulsion behind it.
But listen, I'm just saying that it's technology, and maybe it's alien in nature. It's extraterrestrial in nature. That's something we're developing. But
Bob Lazar was talking about this decades ago.
Yeah. Well, Area 51 is decades old. I mean, that's been going on forever.
Yeah, but that's a tourist attraction. You know what I mean?
No, but it didn't just start from nowhere. That's what it's become. It's become gimmicky, but the reality is that Area 51 is a real thing.
Yeah.
You know?
Don't you think it's time, like, at this point, what I was going to say is since like, more credible people, when you're talking about high-level intelligence people or military pilots, when they're going, this is going on, we're seeing stuff that can't be explained. And now someone comes out and says, by the way, I'm respected by people even like Carl E. Nell. Okay? My word is good. And he's saying, not only do we have the fucking partial planes or craft, we have full ones and the fucking pilots. Can we get some pictures or videos going? Don't you think it's time? It's like, hey, why do you get all the fun stuff? We can handle it. You know, don't you think you'd rather know and go?
Yes and no. Yes,
even
and
from
no.
a little bit of a distance. Like, we can't show you everything. There are some stuff that we don't want the Chinese to see this and get some bright ideas about reverse engineering.
I think there is some level of worry about panic from the general public. Now, I don't believe that personally, because I would like to have all the information available and make up my own decisions. But I don't speak for all the fucking morons out there either.
Yeah.
So, can these people handle this type of information? I don't know.
Why not?
Well, but I mean, even too,
fuck those people if they can't.
Part of it too is, and maybe it has been going on so long, it's one of those things where
from the 50s,
the lie's been going on so long that you're so deep into it that you just have to keep the lie going.
Yeah, but the people that started the lies are dead.
There's people that have been keeping the lie alive for a long time.
Yeah. I think we can handle. Let us know that the fucking CIA shot John F. Kennedy.
Again, right? You're speaking for yourself, not everyone.
Do you think that Americans can't handle that JFK was murdered by the CIA?
I don't think people can handle fucking wet toast these days. So no, I'm not going to speak for.
Who wants to handle wet toast anyway?
I'm just saying, I'm not going to speak for anyone on this fucking planet besides myself.
Well, if there's anyone more credible than Carl E. Nell,
hands down,
like,
beyond reproach.
If there is maybe Jonathan Gray, maybe is more credible than Carl E. Nell. Mm-hmm. And Jonathan Gray says, though a tough, he says, the non-human intelligence phenom is real. We are not alone. John Gray said that. Okay?
Well, take that for what it's worth. Take that to the bank.
Right? What more do you need? If John Gray is saying it, not to mention Carl E. Nell is dropping shit like that, like,
yep.
Let's go. Let's see some pictures. By the way, for any idiot out there who doesn't know who Jonathan Gray is, he works for the National Air and Space Intelligence Center, the NASIC.
Come on.
I know. It's dumb, but retrievals of this kind are not limited to the United States. This is a global phenomenon, and yet a global solution continues to elude us. Though a tough nut to crack, potential tech advancements may be gleaned from non-human intelligence / UAP retrievals by any sufficiently advanced nation and then used to wage asymmetrical warfare. So therefore, some secrecy must remain. And that's from John Gray. So he's with you a little bit on a little bit of secrecy.
Well, I mean, the other part of that, too, is exactly, it's a big planet. So, great. The United States is keeping things under wrap, and they've got some things under their thumb that they're working on. They're top secret. Nobody needs to know. Yeah. But nothing's ever, crashed in, like, Chile. Or fucking...
No, that's what he's saying. Well, John Gray is saying they have.
I understand it, but nobody's going to leak this shit. Like, you know what I mean? Fine. If it happens here and the military gets it and, they fucking...
Yeah, that
maybe
part
it's Men in Black
bullshit.
shit and they fucking zap your memory and stuff and everything, right? I don't know.
Yeah.
But the fact that this could have possibly been going on all over the world and nobody else is going to have any real footage of it. Nobody's going to have any information on it. Nobody's going to leak this stuff. That this stuff has been airtight and the secret has been kept globally...
Yeah.
Through all this time?
No, I don't believe that.
But I don't believe that. I just don't believe it's even possible.
Don't you think, too, we're at the point, we've talked about how it feels like things are going off the rails, especially in this country, where it's like up is down, left is right. Like everything seems fucked up.
Oh, no, left is left and right is right.
Right. Men are women, women are men, like shit like that. Like we're all going batshit crazy. Don't you think that literally maybe the only thing that could unite the world together, where we put aside our stupid religious differences or our, political differences, would be like, it's us against some alien force. Like, there's people here, we don't know what they're about. They're aliens with their ships. It's time for Chile and the United States to band together with Russia and Afghanistan and China, right, and like put our fucking collective brains together as a world.
What are we going to do? Some of that kind of fucking technology.
Give them the thumbs down.
Yeah, that's smart, right?
Right? No, I mean, it's a starting spot. Like, no, dude, keep that shit off our radar.
Yeah, that's how you get blown the fuck up.
Well,
Don't flip them off.
No, don't flip them off. Thumbs down.
Give them a bad review.
Yeah, let them know you're disappointed in their behavior.
Russia can't even fucking defeat Ukraine right now. You think they're going to defeat some fucking extraterrestrial force?
I don't know. I don't know what they're bringing to the party.
Not much.
I don't know what the aliens have.
This guy like good drugs.
Oh, can you imagine if they introduce the world to a new drug that's non-addictive and gets you high as fucking balls?
Right? Maybe they gave us DMT. Who knows?
Yeah. So Mr. Gray continues, John Gray, that is. It's no longer necessary to continue to deny that these advanced technologies derived from non-human intelligence exist at all, or to deny these technologies have landed, crashed, or fallen into the hands of human beings.
I don't dispute that.
Yeah, that's John
either.
Gray.
I mean, it's impossible to believe that nothing is has ever happened or gone on. But I also don't necessarily
What does your gut tell you, T? Do you think that we have alien craft and potentially their pilots? Or do you think it's like a bullshit, like, yeah, look over here while we're doing nonsense over here?
I don't know. I really don't. Because I can make an argument.
Don't you want to believe so bad? I want to believe we're not alone. I do.
Yes and no. Careful what you wish for.
No, at this point, I don't care.
Right.
What are they going to do?
Yeah.
They blow up the planet. They blow up the planet. Right. Whatever.
Be a good way to go out.
Yeah. First generation to die at the hands of aliens. That's great.
It's
have that on your tombstone.
I don't know. I really don't know. Like I said, I've never in my life been so ignorant or arrogant that believed that somehow we were the only intelligent life.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
100% do not think that is the case.
Yeah.
Now, do I think they're fucking buzzing our towers and crashing ships over here, on the reg? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know.
Well, we think of them as intelligent life form, but that doesn't mean that they don't have their own version of Pilot Big E, who's trucking all the way across in his hoopty spaceship and gets to Earth and clips a mountain.
Maybe.
You know what I mean?
Lewis sticker on the back.
Yeah, with a Huey Lewis and rat stickers on the back. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
send him on the mission to Earth and see what's going on over there.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I do believe there's got to be something going on and that there has been something, but is it what's going on all the time? I don't believe that everything that's being seen and done is extraterrestrial. I don't. I think it's
not all of it. No,
I think either it's some either.
What do you think?
Just or government fucking testing shit that's going on of new technology that these pilots are not privy to, because there's a ton of that. There's the top secret shit that is.
Yeah, but they would understand, like basic physics and propulsion. They would understand, and they would know the difference between and what they're flying and what they're seeing these craft do.
Exactly right. They're only familiar with what they're familiar with. If there's something else out there that they're working on that is out that's top secret, they don't know about it. They know, okay, we don't have jets that can do that. True. But that doesn't mean that they're not working on something that can do that. That's not common knowledge yet.
Yeah.
Right? That's the super top secret shit, because that's there. That exists. And very, 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 very few people are in that circle. Like, fucking count on two hands how many people are involved in some of these fucking projects.
The top engineers in the world would be. So who's part of it? Boeing?
I don't know.
What's the other? Starts with an R. Whatever. Rutabaga. Yeah, the Rutabaga Group, obviously. No, I don't know. What do you think about, there are some people that believe the way this activity seems to be going on around nuclear sites around the world, that, if you have a sun explode, right? Like, that could cause catastrophic waves throughout the galaxy.
Yep.
So if you had something, if you're looking at Earthlings as the stupid monkeys we are, and it's like, okay, they're fucking with nuclear power now. And all it's going to take is one of those stupid apes down there to push a button, and then the other idiot monkey's going to push a button. And the next thing you know, they're going to blow up their own fucking planet, these morons. We can't allow them to do that, because that's going to cause catastrophic waves throughout the galaxy that's going to affect us. So they're paying attention to what we're doing. There's people that believe that.
It's possible, I suppose.
Yeah. I want to know why they're all going down to Baja, California, Mexico, and they're seeing all those Tic Tacs and shit.
That's what makes me. That's
like, what's going on there.
That makes me think that there's something military going on there. But that's a location where this stuff originates from.
Maybe.
It's not that it's not random. You know what I mean? That's what makes me think that.
Well, we know that they would lie to us.
100%. Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're not going to go, oh, you figured it out.
Yeah.
Okay, here's what we're working on, guys. Like, they wouldn't do that. But,
Speaking of nuclear, did you hear about the Ukraine? The fucking dam that broke over there?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the cooling reservoir for that giant nuke plant.
Cool.
Well, not cool. It's actually getting very hot.
Very, very warm. I know I didn't see the nuke plant, but I did see that mansion that they showed, like, pictures of before and after. Gorgeous sidewalk and walkway, and then it's just like underwater.
Could care less about the fucking mansion.
Well, the mansion's beautiful. Don't negate the mansion.
Well, the problem is that dam was what built the reservoir that was the cooling station for that nuclear plant that Russia
that we have our shit in.
No, well, whatever. But that Russia's taken over. It's in Ukraine. It's the biggest one in Europe, I think.
I saw a story. They were showing Russian newscasters, and this woman was rolling her eyes because apparently part of their script to read was like, the Americans did it. And they're like, for fuck's sakes, really, Putin? You're going to blame the Americans for it? Fuck out of here.
SEAL Team 6 went in there with some underwater detonations.
Yeah. Oh, man. What a mess.
No, but that'll be interesting to see what happens there, because that could become catastrophic.
I want to see that new documentary that Oliver Stone has done on nuclear power.
Oh, I haven't even heard about it.
Yeah. And I don't know where it's airing. I think it's out now. But apparently he's talking all about how this has gotten such a bad, like the answer to all your problems as far as energy concerns, coal, CO2 in the atmosphere, all of that is solved with nuclear. And there was such a negative connotation with it when you're talking about, is it Saganaki?
What? Oh,
It's the Opa, Nagasaki,
Yeah.
and Hiroshima.
yeah. Well, that was an atom bomb. That wasn't nuclear.
Yeah, but where was nuclear? The nuclear meltdown in Russia,
Chernobyl.
Chernobyl.
Yeah.
Those are not nearly as bad as people think. That it's much safer than that. I don't know. I haven't seen his documentary.
Yeah. Oh, well, okay.
But it,
Tell the people of Chernobyl that. Tell the people of Hiroshima that.
Yeah, but he's debating about how many people actually died and what the radiation poison really was like.
Well, okay. I mean, the problem is that it's just like AI. We get a fucking bug up our ass, and we want to just mainstream this stuff before we truly understand it.
Sure.
And know how to properly handle everything. And nuclear, sure, as far as an energy source, is unbelievable. It's clean for the most part. It's
Totally.
But there are some drawbacks, and it was weaponized, so it has the negative connotation to it. Nuclear, you just think of a nuclear bomb,
but I think
more than nuclear as like power generation.
I think the point of his documentary was that making a bomb nuclear is completely different than nuclear energy. That it's a totally different thing, and people don't understand that. That's the mistake that we make because there's been so much propaganda about it and blah, blah, blah. But that in reality, nuclear is extremely safe, abundant, and can solve so many problems.
I've worked with nuclear.
Really?
Yeah.
Bringing it in here sometime?
No, they make in certain circumstances, they make a nuclear-powered exit sign. Basically, is what I've done with it. Situation where you can't get power to somewhere. It's just it's not feasible, right? I mean, they're expensive as shit, and it's like a fucking 30-year lifespan or whatever. It's a nuclear battery, basically, is what it is, a little nuclear power source that's in there. And you can just put these fuckers on
Where
the wall
would you put it? I mean, for what would you be using it where they couldn't get electricity?
Well, it's not that you can't get electricity. It's just the fact that, it's so unfeasible. It's going to cost $200,000 to run power from this plant to the plant over to here, whatever it is, through explosion-proof shit, things like that. And then you can just stick that thing on there. It costs 100 times more. No. Fuck.
Awesome.
Maybe.
Could one of those power our house?
No.
Fuck. How many would it take to power our house?
All of them. I don't know.
Need it.
It just lights up a sign. That's all it is.
Really?
But instead of it just being a battery with a 5-year life or a 10-year lifespan on it, it's got it's like a fucking maybe a 50-year. I forget what the lifespan on it's supposed to be.
Yeah. Were you nervous?
No. I'm not nervous.
Nah, attaboy. How about we go to? Did you?
Yep.
Yeah, gross. Don't ever do that again. Let's go to New York City. I thought this story was fucking hilarious.
All right.
New York City's first public health vending machine giving out free crack pipes, condoms, and Narcan was put in. Wait, I thought that was a crazy conspiracy theory of the right. If you were like, yeah, they're giving out crack pipes.
Oh, that was in the little gift bags they were sending out.
Yeah.
Right? That was Hunter's gift to the
Hunter was going to be in charge of the crack pipe distribution. Dad, I already told all my friends.
They want it. It's going to be fine.
So, New York, they were bragging. They're like, this is going to save lives, okay? We're going to put safe smoking kits in a vending machine.
So, crack pipes. Well, I assume
condoms.
They better put needles in there. We need clean, safe needles.
Next. Go all out. Why not put crack in there and heroin?
Yeah, let's make sure it's good, especially with this fentanyl
problem
going on.
Yeah, what are we doing?
Make sure we get the good stuff out there.
The machine in Brownsville, Brooklyn, is the first of its kind in the Big Apple. The city's Democrats hailed it as a watershed public health moment yesterday, calling a press conference to tout their initiative and promise more down the line. To access the machine's residents had to punch in their zip code. So I guess all you need to do is know the zip code in Brooklyn. That's like giving everybody the code to your ATM.
Oh my God.
Then
That's fucking funny.
They will have free access to the
these idiots
Narcan condoms. I don't know what those are, but tampons, nicotine gum, first aid kits, and safe smoking kits, aka crack pipes. Also, sanitary pads and COVID-19 tests. Officials hope to put syringes in the next one.
There we go. See? Exactly. By the way, in case anybody's there, 11201, 11202, 11203. Just go up from there.
Yeah.
That's
I'm sorry.
04, 05, 06, 07. Right there. 112 starts it, and then any numbers after that.
Well, they announced it last night. It went in. It was like, hey, look, it's the first machine here by 9 a.m. It was all gone.
I was going to say, yeah.
They just went in, punched the codes, and took all the shit.
Exactly. Is it just the honor system on there?
Yeah.
Just take one, please.
Just take one. Telling a crackhead
What are we doing? What are we doing in this world? Who thought this was a good idea? Who thought this
Democrats. Who do you think? Liberal dipshits. The road to hell. How many times do we have to say it? Dude, it looks like a vending machine that sells Twinkies and fucking granola
Even
bars.
if you want to give this shit out, can we have some accountability? How about you got to go somewhere and talk to somebody face to face and get this stuff handed to you?
Remember your zip code. Just remember your zip code. That's
11201.
Yep, 11201. Go get yourself a free crack pipe. The only thing left by 9 a.m. this morning was like a COVID test. No one gives a shit. Is COVID even still a thing? Yeah. I mean, I know it hasn't really been a thing ever, but,
It's enough of a thing, I guess.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, who wants those? There's no resale value on that.
Local Minoshi Capel, 56, was in favor of this. I wonder why. Let's see. Why would local Minoshi Capel be in favor of this? Oh, admitted she's a huge drug user. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they'll do it.
She would have taken a crack pipe if one were available.
Yeah, I tried, but they were all gone.
Yeah.
Sold out, were they?
Gone.
They were stoled out.
Stoled out, yeah. Just cleaned out. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's good to know she's a mom of 6.
Oh, they're free. You can't steal that.
She's a mom of 6. Yeah.
Healthy.
She said
these kids are going to turn out great.
She said the drug pipes in the machine, it depends on what kind it is. It depends on what you get. What she's bitching about the free crack pipes now?
This is right. Not all crack pipes are made the same.
I'm mad. I didn't even get to see the good stuff.
I don't want a crack pipe. I want a meth pipe.
Yeah, she's mad she didn't get to see the good stuff.
You got to be there at fucking 9 a.m. when that shit gets restocked.
It's like methadone clinics now. It's the new methadone clinics. There's a line wrapped around the building for every Tuesday when they restock the crack pipes.
Christ. These idiots, man. This fucking world.
She was like, well, shit's free, so she plugged in her zip code and took one of the few remaining fentanyl test strips. That was all that was left. Tim Brady, assuming is that Tom's brother?
Got to be, yeah.
He lives in the apartment building across the street from the vending machine. It said, at first I was against it, but now I see where it takes preventative measures. Is that what you see, Tim?
Is that what you saw? Okay.
Yeah, is that what you saw?
Hey, take some video for me, will you, Tim?
Sure.
I would love to see the rolling tape of that fucking vending machine.
Yeah. One guy showed up at 8:53 this morning and took everything out of the machine. He just plugged his number in over and over and over and took all the crack pipes.
Right.
He said, this guy, Tim Brady, Tom's brother, said half the residents inside the building where the machine is were strung out on drugs.
Weird.
The contents may be free for residents, but each machine costs the city $11,000.
Yeah, guess who's paying for that? Not these fucking crackheads.
No, they're paying nothing for
Guess who's paying to restock that thing every day?
Yeah. Brooklyn in the house.
How about the only thing we stock in there is not methadone, fucking Narcan.
Narcan would be good.
Just Narcan. It should be accessible everywhere at this point, unfortunately.
You had a good point in saying, can you have to meet someone face to face?
Yes.
So you can't go to the machine and just clean it out, one guy, hoard it all, and then try to sell it for a quarter on the corner so you can buy more crack.
Punch in your zip code. Area, whatever.
Hilarious.
Morons.
Fucking hilarious.
How about fucking facial recognition or fucking retinal technology, something like that?
Yeah.
So we know. Oh no,
You already got your
I know
crack
those
pipe.
red eyes. You were here yesterday. No,
Yeah.
go away, sir.
Are government issue crack pipes any good? Can some crackhead write to us, walters@detroitcast.com?
Yeah, let us know.
Let us know if
I mean, if Hunter's in charge of this thing, I assume they're going to be top notch.
yeah, probably, if Hunter's in charge of it.
Yeah.
Does it have to be glass? It seems like crackheads are going to nod off and break shit a lot. Drop
would
shit.
think. I'm not
Don't you
that
think a
familiar.
hard plastic would work?
Plastic melts, though. I don't know. I don't know. You got to get that stuff pretty hot to smoke it, from what I hear.
Okay. Some residents
It's not like a cigarette. You light it once and it stays lit. Like, you gotta really fucking heat that
just
shit
have
up.
a glass
Break it
bowl
down.
at the bottom. And just,
Glass dick, I think some people call it.
oh, okay.
Yeah,
I've
crack
heard
pipe,
that.
Yeah.
Some people are not thrilled about the tax dollars being
Some
spent on
people?
this.
Some people?
This, my friends, is another reason Democratic-run cities are shitholes. Get your free crack pipes courtesy of taxpayers. Insanity! New York City vending machine offers Narcan drug test strips. What could go wrong? I guess no one eats candy bars anymore. Remember when Narcan was supposed to be used only by trained professionals? These people are morons. They give away crack pipes. Needles will be next. Yeah, they're bragging about needles being next.
Exactly.
It took less than 12 hours to empty the machine out. So what they thought was going to sit there like a normal vending machine, once a week we come in, once every 2 weeks and restock it. No, the crackheads cleaned it out of all the shit anyone would want in a couple hours. Fucking hilarious.
These people make decisions for us.
Yeah.
These people make
Hilarious.
decisions for us and spend our fucking money.
I thought this was
It's
equally
insane.
adorable.
It's insane.
New York has gone off the deep end. They've just
Yeah.
some of these cities have absolute. New York City again.
We need a good tsunami.
Yeah, just bury all of
Just
New York
clean
City.
it's the edges. It's the edges that are all fucked up
Yeah.
around here. You know, you know what, Florida? Sorry, you're gonna have to eat
Coastal
shit on this one.
towns. Yeah.
You know, I'm not. You're okay, Florida, but you got to eat shit with
Yeah.
this one. We got to clean. We got to clean the edges.
Yeah, the limp dick of the country is going to have to go under. Sorry, they can move inland.
Yeah.
New York City Mayor Eric Adams suggested. This is a good. He's just spitballing here. He suggested.
Full of good ideas, Mr. Adams. Generally.
He's been there, what, a week, and he's just like, fuck. So we keep sending people north, Sanctuary City and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
He suggested private homeowners and landlords could help with the migrants in the Big Apple.
Yeah, just let them in.
Yeah. Move them in.
Yeah.
Take them in your house.
Martha's Vineyard could do the same thing,
Sure.
couldn't they?
Yeah, they could.
Big old houses. They could get a bunch of people in there.
Here's the problem. As much as they want to scream from the rooftops that they care about everybody, everybody's the same, everybody's equal.
They want to scream it from the rooftops because they want it to be far and far away from them.
Yeah, just keep it the fuck out of my yard
Yes.
is what they're really saying. They want to appear noble in nature. Yeah, nobody's an illegal.
Yeah, no
no
human
human
is
is
illegal.
illegal.
No,
Are you
exactly.
kidding me? Yeah. Just keep those dirty, smelly motherfuckers out of my yard and my neighborhood. That's what they're saying behind closed doors.
Yes.
Adams proposed the idea during an announcement for a new faith-based shelter program for migrants that allows up to 50 houses of worship. So yeah, just cram these fucking people into the churches.
Of
is
whichever
basically what he's saying.
faith they choose.
Sure.
Whatever it is, whatever God you follow.
Yep.
There you go. There you go. Third door on the left. Oh, you're
Yeah.
a Buddha man. Seventh door on the right.
Yeah. There you go.
Enjoy, sir.
It allows 50 houses of worship, faith-based spaces to host nearly 1,000 single adult foreign nationals who recently arrived in New York City. It's my vision to take the next step to this faith-based locals and then move to private residence. It just gets more comical by the minute.
Move to private residence. Yeah.
Adding city residents who are currently
Excuse me,
struggling.
Mr. Adams. I have a question.
Yeah.
Whose private residence are you speaking of?
All yours.
Oh, what about yours?
Yeah. No.
Mr.
Well,
Adams, do you have a private residence? Are you currently housing any of these
Well, look, listen.
poor, unfortunate migrants?
Listen, of course the mayor lives in Gracie Mansion in New York City.
Yeah.
It only has 5 bedrooms. Now, it sits on 11 acres. And it also has 23,370 square feet.
You could put a lot
in the house.
You could put a lot of
the
tents.
house.
11 acres?
11 acres on the
put
property.
A lot of tents on 11 acres.
You could.
Yeah.
He's not really pushing for that right now.
No?
I mean, 23,370 square feet in the house sounds kind of large.
It's pretty big. Only 5 bedrooms, huh?
Yeah.
Ooh, a lot of fuck around room right there.
Yeah, but, a lot of these families, they are not opposed to putting 10 family members in one bedroom. So you could put a lot of people in 23,000 square feet.
Yep.
So New York City, Adams said officials would work to find a way to bypass municipality rules prohibiting housing homeless individuals in private homes. So there's even laws on the books that says, yeah, you can't take homeless people and throw them in your house.
No.
He's looking for a workaround. So when they say, yeah, you can't house individuals in the Gracie mansion, how about you work on that one first? Because you have a lot of room. You have more room than like a whole block of people would have.
Hey, a 1 square city block? Mm-hmm. How many acres do you think is 1 square block?
So if we're on almost an acre here, this is like 7/8 of an acre. So, 100 acres?
1 city block is approximately 4 square acres.
Really?
Yep.
4 square. So what does square acres mean?
It means 4 acres in a square. Like that's an acre, that's an acre, that's an acre, that's an acre. That is a city block.
Okay,
that's how big a city block is.
Is 4 square acres.
Is 4 square acres.
So he has 11.
Based on this, but
pull up the Gracie Mansion. See if you can get some good property picks.
okay. So my point is, if you think about now a square block with buildings and shit on it.
Yeah.
Now think about that as just vacant land, right?
Yeah.
That's 4 acres.
Yeah. He's got 11.
What is it, Gracie?
You could put all of the migrants there. If you did Tent City on 11 acres,
Yep.
you could house thousands of people. All of them. Mm-hmm. So there you go. You first, dickhead. How about that? Mm-hmm. New York City will spend $85 a night to house each foreign national, plus additional costs such as we obviously have to pay for their laundry services.
Yep.
They can't go down to the river like they do in their own country and just wash their shit on rocks. So no, we need to give them laundry services as well and security. Why do we need to provide security for the homeless?
Security from what?
I don't know. From each other, perhaps.
Interesting. Okay.
With over 72,000 migrants arriving in the metro area since last spring, more than 60% living in 160 taxpayer-funded emergency shelters and hotels, they've already spent more than $1.2 billion on the migrant crisis. During this year alone, they expect to spend more than $4.3 billion by the end of next June. An average of $380 a day per migrant goes towards housing and other services per city estimates.
Okay.
Give me $380 a day.
So here, look at this fucking thing.
Yeah, it sucks. Sorry.
Being weird. So the map right here gives you an idea.
Holy shit.
Right. So look at there's a city block. Let me put this over here for the folks at home.
Okay.
Okay. So this
Right on the water, too. It's got to be
gorgeous,
absolutely
right?
beautiful.
So there's your city block. That's 4 acres. So
Okay.
4, 8, 12, basically, right? That would theoretically, I guess, based on what they are or what they say.
Yeah.
This is what got a little fat fingered there. So that is their.
So is it all the green?
Yep.
All the green.
I don't know if this technically is.
No.
Here,
But
this, yes,
conservancy.
It looks like it.
So there's a park there, Peter Pan Monument.
I don't know if this.
Monument.
Yeah, I mean, I assume. I don't know. I've never been there, so I'm not positive. But yeah, look at. So I mean, that's the equivalent. You see how big that is.
Yeah.
So that
huge.
would be 11 acres or whatever that is compared to these 3 city blocks, right? Those 3 would kind of fit in there if you did it all, whatever.
Sure would.
Yeah. Wow, man, and they could be on the waterfront.
Fuck yeah,
Dude. I think you just answered your own question there, Mr. Adams.
yeah, dude.
I
You're
think we just
sitting on the answer, literally.
Literally. And Why don't you have a job? Why don't you fucking move out?
Yeah.
In searching for this, apparently there's been a lot of mayors that have turned down living in there.
Yeah. There's strict rules about who can spend one night in the mansion. It's got to be like the mayor and his immediate family or whatever.
So you can't have hookers and shit in there? Is that the point?
Well, here's like Michael Bloomberg turned it down. Well, he's a multi-billionaire, so he didn't give a shit.
That's probably
it's like Trump didn't really want to live in the White House. He's like, this place is a fucking shithole compared to my house.
Right.
The other one, Rudy Giuliani, had been divorced and was banging he had a girlfriend. And they were like, yeah, your fucking skank girlfriend can't stay the night. And he's like, then keep your shitty
I'm the mayor.
mansion.
I make the fucking rules. Fuck you.
Yeah, but there's rules in place that say not any old cum dumpster can spend the night here.
Wow.
Sneak them in then. What do you got, cops on watch?
That's fine. Then
out?
Does that apply to the grounds, Mr. Adams?
Well, none of the laws apply to the migrants.
That's true. Yeah.
I mean, since when do laws apply to them?
That's fair. That's a good point.
So, yeah, fuck it. Like, they're allowed to camp out anywhere in America.
I've already said that they can't be illegal.
Yeah.
So whatever they do is just fine.
Hey, you're proudly a sanctuary city. All you people that scream from the rooftops about how evil Americans were that weren't sanctuary cities, this is it. You're finally getting to live up to your standard of being a sanctuary city where no human is illegal. Enjoy it. You should think this is a prosperous time for your people.
Yeah.
And enjoy it.
High
Take
times,
all these fucking people in. Pay for their laundry, their security. Let them camp out on your private property there in the Gracie Mansion.
Yeah.
It's perfect. We do need to teach them some rules, though, I will say, because...
Are we talking the migrants or are we talking about the mayors?
Well, they don't know everything, the migrants, and so...
It's a foreign land. It's like a unfrozen caveman lawyer.
Yeah,
you know?
True. This pissed some people off. So you got 3 teens kidnapped, murdered, and ate a New York town's beloved swan, Faye. Faye.
Wait, did they say they kidnapped?
Yeah, they kidnapped Faye and her babies. And then they killed her and then they ate her.
I don't think kidnapping applies. They killed it.
They kidnapped it. And then they killed it and then they ate it.
Well, yeah, you have to do that to kill it. You have to take possession of it to kill it. I think.
Yeah, well, they fucked with the wrong bird. Because Faye is a legend.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not even kidding.
Dude, swans are dicks.
Swans are dicks, but not Faye. Faye's apparently the shit.
Stop looking at me, swan.
So we just found out now that all 3 of them were refugees from Myanmar.
Oh, well, that's probably a delicacy in there.
Yeah.
Look at the size of that duck.
The swan and her 4 babies were kidnapped from Manlius Swan Pond in Manlius, New York. Iman Husan and his 2 accomplices were charged with felony grand larceny and criminal mischief.
No, wait, imagine...
Let's get them back on the streets immediately.
Imagine coming from a place where you literally have to go find your food.
Yeah.
Right? You don't have a McDonald's. You don't have a fucking grocery store.
Nah.
Like, you have to hunt. Imagine coming from, like, somewhere in the middle of fucking, like, Africa where you come from a tribe and you have to literally go hunt your food every day.
Yeah, you got a bone in your nose.
And then you come walking by and there's this big, fat fucking swan, like, there, like, there's food.
Yeah.
I don't have any money. I can't
take it.
Yeah, I apparently there's this McDonald's place over there that I can go get food if I had money, but I don't have any money.
Yeah.
So I can... But I have free food right here. All I have to do is cook it, and I bet it was fucking delicious.
I don't know. I've never had swan.
I bet you it's fucking delicious. I bet they got big-ass fucking juicy breasts like a turkey.
Yeah, maybe. They were seen smiling at reporters when police took them into custody. That the criminals are refugees from Myanmar and attend high school in Syracuse. The teens can be deported if found guilty.
That's the crime that's so egregious that you can be deported for?
Don't fuck with Faye, man, and her babies.
Okay.
Police say the 3 jumped the fence in the middle of the night, were able to steal Faye because she was nesting and didn't fight back. She's like, no one around here. These are civilized people. No one fucks with me. I'm Faye. I'm like a celebrity in this town, and these 3 dipshits from Myanmar come over and choke her out. They brought Faye home and cooked her for dinner. Faye's children were also abducted, but they were retrieved by authorities unharmed. A biologist who works with the village of Manlius will care for the cygnets. Did you know they were called cygnets?
I did not,
I didn't either. Until they are ready to be released, the teens told police they intended to raise them as pets. Bullshit. You were going to raise them until they became healthy.
Big enough to eat.
Yeah, hell yeah. Sure. The family and friends of the suspects told police, look, they didn't know it was swan. They thought it was a giant duck.
See, I called that shit.
Yeah, you did.
Exactly right.
And the teens apparently did not know that the swan was considered a mascot of the village. They did not have any idea of the significance of the swans had on this community. I don't care. Back to Myanmar. Sorry, you didn't know. You didn't bother learning anything about your new fucking homeland. And you're going to start killing mascots and shit? No. There's a couple other assholes from Honduras who came in and decided to fucking murder a bald eagle.
Oh.
It's a fucking national bird. It's not working.
Dude.
Go home.
Dude.
What?
That takes balls. You ever seen a bald eagle, like, up close?
Yeah, they're big.
They're not big. They're fucking huge.
Yeah.
They're huge. Their talons are like my hands. I mean, that's how big their claws are.
Yeah, I know.
They stand like this tall.
Yeah. I know.
Who's going to just go up and fucking kill it?
Well,
Did
they
eat it
probably
or they just
shot it. I don't know. Good question. I
have questions.
In March, 2 Honduran migrants, illegal, were arrested after shooting down an American bald eagle they planned to cook and eat in Nebraska.
Oh. Well, look at the size of that one.
Look at that duck.
Look at the meat on that thing.
Hey, look at that flying turkey.
Biggest duck I ever saw.
Yeah. Over 5,630 people so far have signed a petition called Justice for Faye.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, which calls for the harshest penalties for the suspects. The highest charges possible need to be sought. Who's to say they wouldn't do this to a human being if they did this to an innocent animal?
Oh, how
that's
delicious
quite a
is
leap.
How delicious is that human being?
That's kind of a leap to go, well, they did it to a bird. Why wouldn't they do it to a fucking child? Like,
It is a bit of a stretch.
Look, I'm all for shipping their asses back to Myanmar. Don't get me wrong.
That is quite the leap.
But that's kind of a leap. They had no right to take it, kill it, and eat it. The town plans to have eyes on that fucking pond at all times now.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay, will you unmute this?
Mute what?
Unmute this.
Yeah.
Stop looking at me, Swan.
I couldn't play it before you had it muted out.
Sorry.
That's okay.
That would have been great.
I was trying.
Yeah. All right.
Hey.
What do you got for me, buddy?
This part of the show is sponsored by The Party Pub. If you want to impress everyone at your grad party, wedding reception, poker night, MMA viewing party, or for any other reason, then you need to contact The Party Pub. It's a massive inflatable pub that can be set up wherever you choose. They also have all the best party games, beanbag toss, badminton, giant inflatable screens, axe throwing, and much more. Call Jeff El Jefe at 586-524-6701 or visit thepartypubrentals.com and take your event to the next level.
I hate that I keep bringing up Lizzo. I really do.
I do too.
You know,
you put it in my head.
I know. I'm sorry.
It's like saying N-word, and then now I have to think about it.
Now
in
I
my
gotta
own
think
head,
it.
right? And now I have to picture. As soon as you say it, I have to picture it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's troubling for all of us. My brother was like, "Hey, are you familiar with this fucking Lizzo?" And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Dude, I didn't know what the hubbub was about, so I threw on the HBO documentary or whatever, her concert or something." And
it's like what the hell is it called?
It's horrific.
I forget. Yeah, I knew the name.
Unhealthy.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
Lizzo, unhealthy, and it's got like 14 what looks like Mack trucks behind her. They're human Mack trucks, all shaking. You know, the whole
double
fucking
reinforced
stadium is shaking, and she's up there in a fucking bodysuit. And the problem is, if she sounded amazing, if you were like, "Oh my God, she sounds
Voice
like
of an angel,"
yeah, she sounds like Adele, you'd be like, "Wow, who gives a shit how fat she is?" But she doesn't. She doesn't sound good, and it's like, and it's a shit show to look at. Well, she racked up nearly 900,000 likes in a single day for an Instagram post. The singer
Over
captioned
900
the
now.
shop-
909 141.
There you go. Oh my God, I'm sorry to see it in full color and on big screen.
Yeah.
She captioned the shot, "Never beaten the fat ass allegations," with an emoji of a peach to punctuate the post. That, and it's got a picture from below of her fucking ass.
What do you put the trigger alert or heads up warning?
Yeah, there should be some sort of
disclaimer
siren
coming
going
out
off.
right now because I'm about to put this out if you're watching.
Yeah.
But if I have to see it, you have to see it.
Yeah, there's 2 pictures too.
Oh, good. Can't wait for the other one.
Yeah.
That is.
Oh God.
Oh, at least that one covers up part of the ass, but...
No, make it full screen.
Can I?
I mean...
Oh. I don't know how to do that. That's fine.
God, that is one...
That's a lot of.
That is
that's
horrific.
That's a lot of dimples. That's a.
Fuck.
It's like a topographical map.
Yeah.
What that's going on.
Sure
right there.
is.
Yeah. Right? Could you imagine? I mean,
Boy,
what,
oh boy.
What do you,
I couldn't get in there.
What do you think is going on? No, you. Yeah, it's right. Yeah,
No way.
What do you think's going on in there?
There's got to be remnants of fucking full toilet paper rolls.
I mean,
oh Lord,
you need like a full-time servant just to get up in there.
Yeah, she's got to wash with a sponge on a stick, right? There's no way.
Yeah, those. I mean, I have a tough time with some of the angles. I can only imagine what's going on there. Let's pray for a bidet. Best case scenario.
Yeah. Even a bidet would throw up its hands.
But even that, I think you'd have to like start there and like spread over that way, and then like to open, like you wouldn't just sit. You'd never get in there.
Yeah,
like you got to really like have a seat
pull that
like,
thing apart,
spreads apart. Like,
it looks like that thing would open like a book,
and
just be hair and
slam
mess.
Like a trunk.
It would. Could you imagine burying your face in that? That's just. You know what I mean? Like, you look forward to burying your face betwixt a chick's legs. You know what I mean? Like, if you did there, like, there's no way.
Literally almost just
you did have a look on your face like...
Do you put that fucking thought in my head? And like, no, I could not. I could not imagine.
Come on, T.
At all.
$500. Get right betwixt that ass.
Oh.
Why would you do this to yourself?
Dude,
I don't understand.
That's got to be worse than like fucking under foreskin.
Yeah.
The funk.
Oh, people, see, the problem is there's enough. This country is creeping up to 50% morbid obesity.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it is what it is. So you're going to have a lot of people that are going to post stuff like, you're amazing, beautiful, talented, smart, funny, and beautiful. No one has ever played the flute while twerking better. No one puts on a better show that uplifts people.
The only thing that may be a true statement. Nobody has ever twerked while playing the flute better.
That's true.
Because I don't know that's ever been done.
Right. Who would?
And, I mean,
who would? Jethro Tull?
I understand.
Unless Jethro Tull twerked,
there's junk in the trunk, for a twerk is necessary. But, like, that's excessive.
Yeah.
Like that. And normally it's like, quick.
Yeah.
Like, how long does it take for that to go all the way up and down? Like a full rotation? Like, it's got to be like a boom, boom.
Yeah.
Boom.
Junk in the trunk. That's like junk in the garage of one of those fucking hoarder shows.
It's like a 40-yard dumpster.
Yeah. Another user said, "What a fabulous ass it is."
What's he talking about?
I don't know.
Hey, everybody's got their thing. I mean, some people like the big uns, so I mean that's probably right in some people's wheelhouse.
Yeah.
Somebody there,
somewhere,
right? But that is not my wheelhouse. That's not my wheel nor my house.
Why y'all hating? She's a beautiful woman. I'm guessing y'all just can't handle her. And there's absolutely zero interest in handling her.
Well,
none.
See, there's a contradiction here. The issue I have, and I personally have no issue with Lizzo. Whatever, I could care less. But
couldn't care less.
What did I say?
You said I could care less, which means you could care less. You couldn't care less.
I technically could care less, yes. But
yeah.
Yes, I digress.
Yeah.
I could not care less. But you can't have it both ways. Stop doing this and then bitching about people complaining about your fat ass.
Yeah.
Right? Stop putting that out there so I have to look at that dimpled fucking mess. And then, I'm not going online and bitching about it. I mean, I guess I am technically right now.
Yeah.
But it was not by choice. And I'm not attacking. But my point is you can't do that and then bitch about it. You don't want people talking about your fat ass, then keep it fucking covered up.
Yeah, stop showing your fat ass.
Sing songs, fucking play your flute, do what you got to do.
Yeah.
But you can't have it both ways. So don't whine when you put this shit out there and people bitch about it.
Yeah. Let's do a Ask T-Roy.
Okay.
And then a quick email and get out of here.
I'll fucking throw up in my mouth.
I know. You can take that picture off. Is that what's on the screen right now?
Get
rid of it.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry.
take it away.
I got all worked up.
Everywhere I'm looking, I'm just seeing that ass.
I know it. Yep. Like I said, if I have to see it, they have to see it.
Doesn't it look like
Don't.
It looks like a plate of brownies, when it's still in the pan.
Yeah.
When it comes out of the oven.
Yeah.
That's what think of the dimples on that.
That is a pretty good texture comparison.
Yeah.
Different colors and shades.
Yeah. Shiny and weird spots. Crispy in spots.
That middle part's like the crust around the edge.
Someone just put a knife. Dear T-Roy, guy.
When they're too hot and you put the knife down and like all the shit comes out with the knife.
That's what happened there. He's actually gagging. I finally found something to make T sick, and it's Lizzo.
That visual got me.
It's Lizzo.
Fuck. I made my own fuck.
All right. Erase your mind from Lizzo. Dear T-Roy, a guy at work, Leon. He's holding his nose and mouth.
I'm trying to close that picture out. All right.
A guy at work, Leon, is my age. Very friendly, down to earth.
What is your age?
I don't know.
Well, it matters. You could be 19, you could be 70. I need to know.
He's married.
Okay.
Whatever that means. I don't know. He didn't say. Very friendly, down to earth. When we work together, we have had great conversations. He's told me a lot about his girlfriend, who he's been with for years. I feel guilty knowing this because Leon is having an affair with a girl here at work who's almost a decade his junior. I like the way Leon's rolling at this point.
Do it upgrade, right?
Yeah. And they've started getting very brazen about it. He tells people he's tempted by her but would not cross the line. The girl, however, tells a very different, detailed personal stories about their rendezvous. I'm not friends with Leon on Facebook, but I looked at his profile to read a tribute to his recently lost friend and saw his girlfriend's name, and I'm tempted to reach out. This woman doesn't know me, but I know that at my age, if my boyfriend of 3 years was messing around at work and everybody knew but me, I'd be livid at them almost as much as I would be at him. As someone who has been cheated on before, I feel I have a duty to his girlfriend because I wouldn't want to waste another second in the dark or with a cheater. Then again, since Leon and his plaything aren't subtle, do you think I should approach him instead and ask if he's still with his girlfriend or if she knows about the mistress? I've always thought honesty was the best policy and straightforwardness got the most honest answers. Any advice would be much appreciated. Witness in Virginia.
Well, I don't think it's your place.
Oh, you think it's not?
I don't think it's her place
or his place.
Well, no, I don't think it's her place to seek out the girlfriend and let her know.
Yeah.
Right? If she knew the girlfriend, had a relationship with the girlfriend, possibly. Okay? So for her to go to circumvent Leon, and go to the girlfriend, while morally probably the right thing to do, it just doesn't jive with me.
It's not your fucking business, man.
Not your business. Exactly right. Stay in your lane.
That's how you get shot.
It's not your fucking business, right?
You go blow up Leon's fucking gig.
You're going out of your way. Now, if it's something that you're in the middle of and you're caught up in, okay. But you are inserting yourself into this situation.
Because you got cheated on,
yes,
and
you're jilted.
How you would feel. There are some people, believe it or not, that are like, I don't know what he's doing. I don't want to know.
Yeah.
He comes home to me every night.
Now, would it be within your fucking scope to have a little chat with Leon and say, hey, man, it seems like you got a girlfriend. You got this thing going on here, right? How do you think your girlfriend would feel if she knew about this?
If I said that to you, you'd say, fuck out of my business, man.
Maybe, maybe not.
Don't you think?
Well, we would never have to have that conversation.
Right. You would never behave like that. Neither would I. But if we were behaving like that, I'd be like, you know
But again,
what?
this is not.
Hey, whatever T-Roy's got going on is what T-Roy's got going on. Whatever I've got going on, I've got going on.
Right.
Like, dude, hey, how about you stay on your fucking side of the house and I'll stay on mine. You worry about you, I'll worry about me.
Yeah. Now,
let alone someone at work.
That's so. But the flip side to that is, this chick is inserting herself into the situation.
Right.
Now, the flip side of that is, if this chick is the butt of the joke and this guy's just a total piece of shit and she doesn't know and he's just blatantly fucking cheating on her. And other people know, but nobody's telling her, that's a shitty situation too. And if those roles were reversed, you included, you would want to know. And you would be upset if other people knew and didn't tell you.
Would you be upset? I would be upset if my whole group of friends knew.
That's what I'm saying.
Not coworkers that I don't fucking know.
I get it. That's what I'm saying.
There's a difference.
There is. So that's what I'm saying. It's like this bitch is putting herself into the situation where she doesn't necessarily belong.
Yeah.
But that being said, this girl, is in a situation, the girlfriend, of being the one that doesn't know and nobody's telling her. Now, whether the friends know, but it's obviously a fairly known deal, right?
At work.
Somebody should, could step up and say something. This chick has no business doing it. But if that all being said, if the girlfriend deserves to know, but nobody else is telling her, then why can't this chick tell her?
Because it's not her place. For all you know, her and Leon have some rule where it's like you can fuck anyone at work, you can't fuck anyone I know.
And that's totally fine. And so if this woman told the girlfriend that, and she goes, you know what, that's fine, that's totally within the rules.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. So justify this. If that's your take, if you saying that if her friends knew and that they should tell her, but the fact that the friends don't know, but somebody else knows, they shouldn't tell her? Is that the dividing line between whether the girlfriend should know?
Man?
I'm asking you.
No. I know you are.
If that's the dividing line on whether or not she should know if her boyfriend's cheating on her or not, of whether it's who knows or how, So I came in hot to her, like, stay in your fucking lane.
Yeah.
But I'm cooling off a little bit in the fact that
I feel like if you're not personally involved, it's different if it's like, hey, man, this is my best friend of years, and I found out that Troy's girl is cheating on him. Yeah. He has no idea, but I know. Mm-hmm. And if you found out that 2 years down the line and I knew the whole time, you'd be fucking livid with me as much as you'd be pissed at your girl.
Well, you're damn right.
It's right? Like, that's different. But this girl admits, I was looking up Leon online and noticed his girlfriend's name. None. Stay the fuck out of someone else's life. You don't know what their situation is.
Yep.
You don't know if Leon's a guy that's going to bring a gun to work now and shoot you and 10 other coworkers because you blew up his scene.
Yeah.
You just don't know. Like, why insert yourself somewhere where it's like, look, man, not my business. Not my business.
Just take your phone out and videotape it. Instead of getting involved?
Yeah, don't get involved. I don't know, man. Especially if you don't know the people. You're not going to fix the world's problems.
There is no...
Whatever Leon has going on, let fucking Leon deal with it.
Yeah,
Karma will get him in the end.
Generally speaking, yes. But like I said, that's a weird one because if you want to separate it by who knows... That's a weird situation.
Well, if you know someone personally, there's a personal connection.
I understand that.
Right?
But
like, we go on vacation, like, we go up north, and there could be 10 friends there.
No, hold on.
If all those 10 friends knew, but I didn't.
Let me stop you. So you're saying that the girlfriend's right to know is only based on whether if somebody knows has a relationship with her? Or is it based on that the person that the girlfriend has a right to know if that's what's happening? Does the girlfriend have a right to know what's going on?
For me to get involved.
No.
I would feel bad.
Does the girlfriend have a right to know that her boyfriend is cheating on her?
Someone can tell her. It's not going to be me, though.
I'm not saying you specifically, and we're not talking about you specifically. We're talking about this cunt.
Yeah. I don't know how to answer that because I wouldn't insert myself in that.
That's what I'm saying. So it's
but you do understand the difference of.
I do.
Hey, me and this 10 group of friends, we've been rolling together for years.
100% get it.
They
That's the
all
conversation
knew
that we're having.
But see, but if we're all friends, we all know each other. We all know personal things. We know that. Oh, Troy broke up with this girl, and now we seeing this girl, and Mike broke up with this girl, and now we seeing this girl. Like, we all know these interpersonal things, and we hang out together. We go to the bar together. We go up north together. We're a group. We're rolling together. And it's like, yeah, this one guy is fucking over this girl that we all love and know. Then I can understand. It'd still be hard for me to say anything. Still, like, whatever their fucking deal is their deal. They'll deal with it.
But I'm not talking about who has the right to tell her. I'm talking about, does she have the right to know?
I don't know that bitch. I ain't saying anything.
At what point does she have the right to know?
When
Let me ask. Okay, stop. Let me ask you this: if you are her, if it's you and your girlfriend and she's cheating on you, and somebody that you don't know brings it to you, are you mad at that, or are you glad that now you know?
Here's where I would say
you're mad at your friends if you find out that they knew but didn't tell you. But
here's where I would say that's
know.
okay. Here, I'll tell you where I would be okay with that. If my girl is cheating with a guy and that guy's girlfriend finds out and then reaches to me who she doesn't know and says, by the way, your girlfriend is fucking my boyfriend. Mm-hmm. And then I'd go, oh, okay, that's fair. That connection has been made, and I can understand why you would fucking reach out to me even though you don't know me.
So if somebody were to just go like, hey, by the way, not for nothing, but you should probably know I saw your girlfriend sucking a guy's dick last night. You don't need to know that. You don't want to know that, even if you don't know this person.
Yes, I would want to know that, but don't expect me to be the one ratting.
Again, we're not talking. You're flipping roles.
Stitches
here.
Getting stitches. I
You're
live by
roles.
that.
I'm not talking about when you're going to tell somebody. I'm talking about when you deserve to know.
And I deserve to know right away.
I have two examples of this.
What?
One, I had similar like what you just said. Right? I was with a girl.
Yep.
And I have a girl that I actually had dated in the past, still friends with, but we talked randomly, Facebook friends, no connection, no anything like that. But so
your dick was at this point never in her hand, mouth, butter, vagina.
No. This was
none of it.
Totally
right.
Totally fucking legitimate, not fucking around. But for whatever reason, this chick now had a crazy jealous boyfriend. And was like, you can't be friends with any of your exes on Facebook, right? One of those kind of things.
Yeah, those dudes.
But her and I remained friends. Now, we were never serious or exclusive dating. We'd hung out a few times, basically, like whatever. Yeah. Fine, we're friends, whatever. It wasn't.
But you were balls deep in her.
At times, yes. Yeah, that's fine. But so whatever. So like I would like comment on things like, good job, congratulations, fucking kids' birthdays, whatever, like nothing. And it never even like flirty, like just liking posts, things like that. Completely benign.
Looks like a fun vacation. Hope you had a good time. Yeah. I got you.
And then at some point, I guess guy like questioned about me, was like, why is this guy still around? I'm like, well, we're just friends. You know what I mean? Like it's not anything going on,
Yeah.
Got mad, freaked out. So something completely unrelated. They break up. They get into a huge fight. To retaliate,
she comes back for the tap.
No. He reaches out to my girlfriend at the time and says that I've been fucking that girl.
Ooh.
100% not true.
Oh.
100% not true. Now, first of all, defend that.
Yeah, that's
right.
Yeah, that's impossible.
100% not true.
Yeah,
but defend that and the way the shit went down because he had told her a bunch of shady shit about like my girlfriend, like that they had been plotting this stuff. So that girl.
Did he really think you had been banging this girl, or was he just starting shit?
I think he was just starting shit.
Yeah,
there wasn't anything. Maybe he thought it.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, his own insecurity. I don't know, but it hadn't happened, so it wasn't true. Hand of God wasn't true.
Yeah. Did did your girlfriend believe him?
I mean, it's hard not to, but I mean, it took work. But I mean, like again, defend that. You know what I mean? So, so it's a weird thing where that. But then I also had when I was overseas. When you talk about the rando. So this is two examples of this whole thing. Now, long story short, when I went overseas, we were getting divorced. Right, my ex and I had already decided we were planning on getting divorced. The world ended at the end of 2008. In a month's time, I took this job overseas and I was gone. So we were trying to figure out how to make a divorce work or whatever. I wasn't there to do any of this stuff, so it was just kind of put on hold. But so we didn't have much of a relationship at all at this point. And this is our second go around of a divorce. We had already filed and reconciled at one point.
Gotcha.
So.
So you're in Afghanistan, balls deep in a new one.
This was no. Well, I'm not even right. This is just, and this is still Iraq at the time. But so and this is just all fucking computer stuff, right? And I'm on the fucking Haji net, whatever. I'm paying, X amount of dollars a month to have internet, in my chew and shit. And So I was chatting up with a girl, and fucking whatever, Skyping and doing some other shit, whatever.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
I still do not know who or how somebody saw what was going on. I assume, hacking or whatever, like this goes through somewhere.
Yeah.
And emailed my wife at the time, even though, I was couldn't.
over.
Right. That I was fucking talking to this other chick. And I what the fuck? So then I get this fucking conversation like, who's this bitch? And first of all, like, well, none of your fucking business,
Yeah.
But it was a complicated time. But all of a sudden, I have no idea this even happened.
Yeah.
And I'm overseas. I don't think I'm even fucking her. You know what I mean? Like, at all.
Yeah.
And so
you've dealt with this
I got
firsthand.
narked out by somebody, and I have no idea how or why that it even happened.
It was me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you didn't have that capability.
No, I do not.
No.
So what's the answer then? Overall, do you think
I don't have an answer.
strangers have a right to reach out to strangers and say, by the way, I heard.
Again, I was pissed. Yeah.
Yeah.
But again, they don't know the situation, right? Like, I wasn't really out of bounds.
Yeah.
At the
Yeah.
time,
Yeah.
I was fucking, whatever, is what it is.
Yeah.
But who the fuck is this getting involved in my shit? You don't know what the fuck is going on, right?
Yeah. Someone jealous. Sounds like.
I don't know. It was somebody over there I assume. I don't know. Like I said, I have no idea. It was one of the weirdest things that's ever happened to me in my whole
Yeah,
fucking
that sounds
life.
weird.
It was
Because you're not someone that's going to brag about
No, God, no.
having someone back. Like,
No,
your
it was
business is your business.
It was like they like hacked my computer and
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like saw my conversations basically.
Yeah.
Was what it was. It was weird. But I don't have an answer on this because I'm not for inserting yourself in somebody else's situation, but at the same time, people need to know.
Yeah.
All right, let's shut it down.
Yeah, let's shut it down because we got to get out of here. We got shit going on literally right now. I did say email, and I'll read this one from Chris really quick. Gentlemen, I just gave my first thumbs down to another driver, and it was awesome.
So good, isn't it? It's the best. Let's start a grassroots campaign.
It felt better than giving the middle finger.
Amen.
Not sure if the other guy even saw it, but it felt so gratifying. Thanks for the tip. Chris, also, can you play the I'm not 100 drop next time you talk about somebody old? I know you're not a drop show, but it's been a long time, and it's a great drop by that old bagel.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where that is.
Yeah,
if you have it there.
Well, I don't know.
We can. We're literally running late, so
Yes.
why don't we tomorrow if we remember?
I won't.
We won't. Send us another email, Chris. But I'm glad you used the thumbs up. That's great.
Yes, keep it going.
All right, everybody. Have a great remainder of the day. Feel free to send us your emails. We'd love to read them on the air and give you credit for them. Walters@DetroitCast.com. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll see y'all then.